リリースコード0575
アンロック来いハンガーシャドウ食いちぎっちまえ
Alright boys, should you summon on the new Burn the Witch banner? Honestly, this banner is actually a lot better than people are giving it credit for. Usually when we get a 9 character banner, that usually entails a 4.5% chance of pulling a 5-star that is featured, and then a 1.5% chance of getting a character that is filler. That is not the case in this banner. This banner is straight up just full-on featured units with no 1.5% or any type of filler. This is what you call a cycle summon, so as you'll see here, 50 orbs, 150 orbs, 200 orbs, 250, 250. With step 5 guaranteeing a 5-star character. Now going into it, the first step is going to only have a 3% chance of pulling a 5-star. For 50 orbs, honestly, that is not a bad rate at all. For the second step, 150 orbs for 3%, pretty bad. Third step is going to be 4% for 200 orbs, still pretty mid in my opinion. Step 4 is going to be 6% chance for 250 orbs, so standard 6% chance with 250 orbs for regular multi. And then step 5 is going to be 250 orbs, guaranteed 5-star, and for the subsequent 9 characters, 8% chance of pulling a 5-star. So in my opinion, the only reason you should summon on this banner is if you plan to do the first step for 50 orbs, very good value, or you plan to go to step 5 and get that 8% chance, because that's going to make up for the low percent chance for steps 2, 3, and I guess 4, since you're still paying 250 orbs. But yeah, if you're planning on summoning, stop it after step 1 or stop after step 6, because step 6 is still going to be that 50 orb multi, so it's going to be worth it. Now going into the actual characters, we do have 9 pretty, I don't want to say good characters. There are 5 here that I really like. I love Yoruichi. Noel, Ninny, and Bruno are excellent characters. Ruruka is going to be really good in Inheritance Trial when she has advantage. Kukaku has her own stages in stuff like Senkaimon, but since she didn't, I don't think she got a stage this rotation for Senkaimon, so I think that she kind of got shafted there. Loli, I don't really see too much use for Loli or Nell or this Quincy Ichigo. The Ichigo is cool for collector's sake. Like, the thing about the Ichigo, really good art. I don't think he's a bad character, but he has way too much range collision to ever really be meta. At the worst, he is a strong attack recharge minus 14% link though, so there's that. And he is a no affiliation unit with no affiliation killer if you ever need that. With weakening on all of his attacks, I don't think he's the worst unit to work on if you actually end up liking him. But yeah, Nell, a pretty good unit, strong attack recharge minus 14% as her link. She does have Berserker 20%, but she doesn't have Havoc, which is really what holds her back. Aside from that, she actually has a pretty good kit. Her first strong attack is actually going to be the 2500 length beam. Third strong attack, standard full screen. Her second strong attack is going to be Shuhei's second strong attack, where it's a vacuum into explosion. But without the Havoc, it's only 625, 625. Honestly, I don't really see many people using her just because there's so many better range speed holo killers at this point. We have Byakuya, we have Spirit Society Ichigo, we have Ishin for the melee side, so honestly I think that this Nell kind of just fell by the wayside. Loli, no affiliation killer, range unit, burn on everything, weird misshapen breasts. Berserker 20%, she doesn't have Havoc unlike her Machine Society Retsu counterpart that came out in the same banner, which I think is super sad, but she does have Frenzy and she does have Guard Break. I don't think she's a bad unit. I just think that with no affiliation killer, there's not really much content where she really shines. There's just out of Yoruichi, Team Booster. She does have Enhancer, Flurry, Poise, Sprinter +1, 4 Flash Steps. The thing that I don't like about her is simply that she didn't get Guard Break. Otherwise, I think she'd actually be really good. Normal attack damage 20% as her link, with a Bruiser of 20% built into the character, so Bruiser 40%. She is a Soul Reaper with Soul Reaper Killer as well, so Team Booster, melee flurry unit with Soul Reaper Killer. She's really good. It's just like, I feel like this just really hurt her, because it's also the 525 radius boost attack, and I'm pretty sure that's not a walking, it's not a walking vortex, which is unfortunate. Next, we do have Kukaku, flurry character. She does have Poise, a Sprinter +2, a Ronkar killer. So if you're going up against the Ronkars with a melee character, they don't have a melee guard anyways, so like she didn't necessarily need Guard Break. For epic raids, she's an incredible unit. Same thing with Yoruichi for like epic raids. I think that these two units are actually pretty damn good. But that's pretty much it. She's a Ronkar killer. She has no affiliation as her affiliation, and long reach 20%, flurry, poise, Bruiser of 20% with a damage reduction link. She's just an overall good character. Nothing really too crazy. I guess you could use both of these in Brave battles if you don't have any of the invincibility units, but that only really works from like 9th seat to maybe even 6th seat at this point. I don't even know if you can even get further than that easily, since everyone summoning for Tsukishima, Jugrim, and Yamamoto's, right? Next, we do have Christmas Ruruka. I actually like this character a lot. You have Strong Attack Recharge minus 14%, Hollow Killer, Disabler against Heart Attribute Hollow, so if you have advantage in IT, she will be freezing the enemies as long as Collab doesn't neuter this girl in particular and make them immune to freeze like they did with Nemu's Paralysis. Sprinter plus 1, Devastation 40%, Berserker 20%. No Havoc, unfortunately. Her first Strong Attack is the Diarrhea Doodoo Flow, Magnification 18%, Range Collision. This is going to be the same Doodoo attack that Spirit Society Ichigo and 5th Anniversary Byakuya got for their first Strong Attack. Her second Strong Attack is going to be the 800 AoE Distant and Standard Full Screen third Strong Attack. So good second and third Strong Attack, but no Havoc 20%, and the first Strong Attack is kind of cheeks. I will say this though, for IT, her first Strong Attack is actually kind of nice because the high chance of freezing the enemies with the multiplier that you get for actually getting the enemies with a hit with the status ailment is actually really good. So she'll be able to one-shot with that I'm not sure if she'll be able to one-shot with that first Strong Attack. At SP 10, 2 out of 5, I think that first Strong Attack will do really good work in IT. Now, going into Le Piece de la Resistance, and that's going to be Noel, Ninny, and of course Bruno. These are going to be the main prizes when it comes to this banner. This banner for Ninny or Noel has not returned since December 2020, which is actually kind of crazy because it's been about 10 months. I'm not sure what they're going to be doing for round 3 for Burn the Witch. Keep in mind that this banner will be around until we get news for whatever we get for mid-month, whether or not we get mid-month or if we get like another Burn the Witch banner after this banner. So if you want to wait, it's probably in your best interest to wait until the last 2 days of this banner to really decide on whether or not you want to summon. Going into Noel, the reason she's insane is because she is at this moment the hardest hitting unit in the entire game with Havoc 20%. Berserker 60% with a strong attack damage 20%. That will stack into a Berserker 80% built into the character, as well as having a strong attack recharge minus 12%. This character has Nullify range resistance, so you can take her into extreme co-op and slap the hell out of everything. She is a ranged unit with Soul Reaper and no affiliation killer, which is really good for both of those guild quests. She has Devastation of 60%, no status elements, which is unfortunate, but Frenzy, Havoc 20%, Berserker 80%. She's just nuts. And then if you give her full stamina damage boost 25% with the T15, which she is completely worth it, she just does wonders. She's an incredible unit. She has a 3000 link beam for her first strong attack. She has the 960 AoE second, and then a standard full screen 1200 radius AoE third strong attack. One thing to note though is that she does have a pretty big delay on her first strong attack, which in my opinion does kind of hit a bit hard, because if you're trying to go against these enemies that kind of throw themselves at you really quickly, that first strong attack will on occasion miss unless you remember exactly where the enemies spawn, which if you're trying to do like easy content like the point events, it doesn't matter. But when you're doing like content like IT, and you don't remember where every single enemy spawns, because some of them spawn behind you, in front of you, in your mom's house, in your dad's afro, in your mom's pubic hair, you know, like there's just like a bunch of stuff that like it can be really frustrating missing with your first strong attack, considering that first strong attack would have completely annihilated everything, right? So yeah, that's my only real issue with her. But aside from that, no, she's a goddess, dude. And like having those wonderful milky wontons in your face are probably one of the greatest experiences of my life, and it might be for yours as well. Next, going into Ninny, the flat-chested Weeha, we do have strong attack recharge minus 14% for her soul trait. She does have an Arankar and no affiliation killer, which is pretty good. She's a range unit, and she also has nullify range resistance. Her first strong attack is actually going to be the 40% magnification range collision attack. Actually, if you have this character at 2 to 3 out of 5 transcended and T20, this character actually slaps the hell out of IT when she has killer. Honestly, I think that this character is actually really good despite not having any status elements, and she also has a barrier built into her second strong attack, so you do get a little bit of added safety. Now, some people don't like barriers because it does increase your cooldown quite a lot. The second strong attack is going to be the same as Tokinada's second or Bankai Hikone's second, where it's going to be the pull in vacuum into pushback range collision attack, and then the third strong attack is going to be a standard full screen third strong attack. For Guild Quest, I don't particularly like this character because the first strong attack is going to launch them into outer space. She does have Berserker 60% to go along with the strong attack recharge 14%, Devastation 60%, Frenzy, Havoc 20%, Nullify range resistance, and Sprinter +1. Honestly, this character is actually really good. First strong attack is going to be the same as Bruno, Ginjo, Gin, Retsu. Honestly, I kind of like this strong attack. I don't like it as much as the beam that Aizen has or just a standard 3000 length beam, but honestly I think that this is the second best first strong attack that a ranged unit can get. The second strong attack is going to be the same as these guys. I don't really want to go too deep into detail. Like I said, it's going to be the same as Bankai Koni or Tokinada's, and then standard full screen third strong attack. Now, let's be real here. The final character, Bruno. Bruno is going to probably be the best. He's the best. I was gonna say STR. I've been playing way too much Dokkan. He's gonna be the best power unit in Bleach Brave Souls. I really do believe that at this point. I try to marinate. I didn't want to say he was the best until like I really marinated him in the juices. And yeah, no, Soul Reaper and a Ronker Killer, a combo that we haven't had in a long time. On top of that, this is the first ranged Ronker Killer that we've gotten that honestly will be probably the biggest main runner for content like Guild Quest, because he does have Bombardment, he has a Berserker 40%, Bruiser 20%, Frenzy, Havoc 20%. He also has hit an enemy chance 100% while having Poise and Sharpshooter. So he has Guard Break, he has hit hidden enemies, he has Poise so he can't be stopped, and then the Sharpshooter along with weakening on everything with Bombardment. Putting weakened defense on this character along with like full stamina damage boost, this character is going to slap everything. He is an incredible unit. His first strong attack is going to be the standard 40% magnification for a strong attack. His second strong attack is going to be the 960 AoE distant, and then the third strong attack is the standard full screen third strong attack. A lot of people were like, oh, is he going to be the next Noel? He got the same second and third strong attack. The first one is going to be the same as Ninny's. And going into Arena, for those that actually play that game mode, he's actually super broken. First, he has Frenzy +2, increased special move uses +1, and then the start power-up item +2. This, I don't think a lot of people are taking into account how strong this is for Arena. Since they lowered Arena by a whole minute, literally 50, they cut it by a third of the original time, which is insane because you normally wait every 30 seconds a box spawns and you have a 50% chance to get a boost item, which sure, you can get boosts from like killing enemies, but starting off with an extra 60% stats, that is a huge advantage considering that for a quarter of the match your opponents aren't even able to pick up one box, right? So in and of itself, I think that this Bruno for Arena is going to be absolutely insane because he's not only going to get that 60% stat bonus, but he's also getting Frenzy +2. And this counts against, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this works on the defensive side, but for the offense side, he's going to be a beast. Going into his actual skills though, for his innate skills, he has dodge, Soul Reaper damage 50%, so he dodges a lot. And then on top of that, he has Sprinter +2, so he has 3 flash steps, and Last Ditch Survival, which Last Ditch Survival to go along with Poise, Sharpshooter, hit an enemy chance 100%, in and of itself for Arena in particular, really strong. For regular content like PvE, not being stopped is honestly amazing. It works great with ARPA Ichigo. Sharpshooter, hit an enemy chance so you don't have to waste a slot on an accessory slot for a Zeta Pill, which means that you're going to be dealing even more damage. Yeah, no, this dude's nasty, bro. I honestly believe that this character is the best power unit as of right now. Yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty much it. Now, keep in mind that this banner will run from, here we go, October 11th, all the way up until the 31st of October. So not only will we be able to see mid-month if this is not mid-month, but this banner is going to be running all the way up until end of the month banner drops. So literally, if you want to wait until like the 29th, you can do that. If you want to wait until the 15th to see if we get news on mid-month, you can do that. If you want to go balls to the wall, YOLO, and like put your mom's house on the line in hopes of getting Bruno, you can do that too. And you have more than enough time to actually pull him before your mom realizes that you stole her credit card. So yeah, if you want to do that, you can. Keep in mind that the alternate banners that are going to be coming out are Chad's individual from October 12th to October 18th. I don't personally have Chad. I was able to clear his stage with Tokinata. So yeah, Tokinata can replace him in his stage. Going into the Ichigo banner, I don't really think Ichigo even has him in many uses. If you have 5th anniversary Byakuya, you can actually skip this Ichigo. I know that he looks like sex on a stick and he looks gorgeous and amazing, but honestly, I don't think that he's a necessary character. I think Bruno is much more important to pull than this Ichigo. Going into the individual banners for this, Veruca, great for a Link Slot Potion. Spirit Society Byakuya, great red character. Again, hopefully he gets resurrected. I don't think that he's busted by any means. I just think he's okay. I don't even think he's a good character. I'm not gonna lie. His design, visually, probably one of my favorite arts in the entire game, but from a playing the character standpoint, he's really bad. Going into the individual for the Ichigo, Machine Society Retsu, great mind character. Rangaku, Chronicle Quest bonus, good mind character. And then Rukia, honestly, she's dog water. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for when it comes down to it. Do I recommend summoning on this banner? Absolutely. This banner is actually honestly, this banner is actually insane. If we do all steps, let me refresh this page. All steps, this is gonna be, how many multis is this? All steps, this is gonna be 30 multis. We pulled a total of, let's see what the rates went for this account. Boom. 2 Brunos, 4 Ninnys, 3 Noels. Let's see, we pulled a total of 8 of the 9 characters. We actually ended up missing out on 3, 6. Which is the bad character that we didn't pull? Oh, Loli. Yeah, so we only missed Loli here, but we did pull 4 Ninnys here, 4 Yoruichis. So if you have enough for 30 steps, you're pretty likely to pull each a Noel, Ninny, and Bruno if you're relatively lucky. Let me see if we could refresh this, do another all steps, see how we do in the next round. And yeah, another... here we're missing Ninny, but we did pull literally everything else. So there's that. Do this, do this, do this. And here's another Noel, Ninny, and Bruno. So I mean, like, if you have enough for the 30 steps, you're likely to pull them. If you do 10 steps, you're likely to pull one of these 3. And Bruno, Ninny, and Noel are excellent additions. If you're new to the game, I'd say toss in 10 steps. If you have enough for 15, toss in 15. I don't normally say that, but Ninny, Noel, and Bruno can literally make accounts. It's very rare that we get a banner with high quality units like this. The next banner that we get like this is probably going to be pull selection, if and only if Collab allows us to vote in Machine Society Nemu, 6th anniversary Aizen, as well as Art Book Ichigo. If we're not allowed to vote for those 3 characters, I think that banner is going to be not a skip, because like they'll probably put Swimsuit Retsu or something like that, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. But even then, you have 2 months to save up. Don't go too crazy on this banner, but definitely I would recommend summoning. I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys grind on, catch up with me. Stay blessed, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. You have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.